Welcome to QuantCove. Our daily affirmation. Say after me and say it boldly and mean it. I am, I can, I will, I must. I am, I can, I will, I must. I am, I can, I will, I must. Our daily prayer. Father, we thank you, we bless you. You are good, and we are grateful for everything. May this day be a success for us. In your name we pray with thanksgiving. Amen. Hi guys, welcome to today, the 12th June 2026 live trading analysis. Let us all bear in mind that this is not a prediction game. This is not for us to come and predict the market because we feel we can predict the market and win some money. This is purposely for education, and whatever we learn here we add up onto our trading game, and we will be successful based on the understanding that we have on the market. Bear in mind, losses are always inevitable here because it is actually going to happen. When we get good setups, we will be profitable. When we don't get good setups, we are actually going to lose. So always prepare for losses. Today, we have before us the GBP USD chart. And for everyone here, I want you to put in the comment section whatever setup you have so that we can discuss based on the knowledge that you've picked up so far and your previous knowledge or understanding of the market. I also want you to put in any comment in the section. Any text in the comment section where you want us to analyze something for you or for all of us to be able to learn some more from each other. So we'll dive straight into the chat, but bear in mind that this is a live trade and I will not be talking throughout because after we've been able to identify our setups, then we will wait patiently. One off, I will be talking. Sometimes I'll be going off. So let us know that even if I am not talking, our setup is still being monitored by us. That is why it is a live trade. So let us be patient enough for the market, and let's see how successful God will make us become. Cheers to everyone. Okay, so as I said, this is GBP USD, and we are currently on the 15 minutes time frame. But before we dive into the time frames for what today's market holds for us, let us check these settings. Most people may not know, but let us check this setting. Sometimes during the trading days, you may want to know the sessions that are on the market. You want to know where the breaks are. Most people are not able to identify them. Bear in mind, we have the London session, which comes to us in this jurisdiction that we use the GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. The London session comes to us at 6 a.m. GMT. Depending on your location, because I know most we are all based in different locations. Someone may be in the UAE, someone may be in the US. So depend. Someone may be in eastern part of Africa, Australia, wherever we find ourselves in in the world. One thing I will point out is that for all traders using the trading view, go to this bottom right corner here and tap on it. Some may have different uh, some may have a different time zone that has been checked. Change your setup to New York. Everyone, regardless of the jurisdiction that you find yourself in, change it to New York. There is a reason behind it, and most mentors or most traders may not even state it. The reason behind it is that, you know, there's a superpower in this world, and we have the US economy as the superpower of all economies. That is why you need to put this time to New York -4. So, Universal, UTC -4. That is New York. So, everyone should change it to the New York session. Now, for the breaks, we know that around 9 p.m. GMT, we have the the Sydney or Australian session plus the Asian session coming in. So at 9 GMT PM, we have the Australian market opening, and at 11 we have the Asian session starting. And here, same GMT 6 a.m. we have the London market opening, and at 12:30 we have the United States market opening. So in this case, most people want to see the breaks, so we will just go to the setting button here, and then we will tap on this session break. So you can see that my canvas, the trading view that we have here, the plain surface is called the canvas. So you can see my canvas has no demarcations in there other than just the candlesticks that we have. So today I want to show you that. Go to this setting button and click on this if you want to know where the breaks are. And when you click on it, you will definitely see that the breaks have been identified for you easily, and it goes all the way. Even when we do daily time frame, we are going to see it in a way that it will give us the range for which. Sorry, let's see what happened if we've not actually okay, sorry. So what we will do is, let's go into the hourly time frame. Let's use 4 hours. We'll see that the demarcations have been made there. So you can trace whatever happened on the London session, the Sydney session, or the Australian session. And you can also trade whatever happened in the Asian session or the American session, which is currently trading out right now on the screens. So this is for us to know that we can also trigger a button that will let us have all the sessions in there. For me, I am going to go back to my normal plain canvas because this is what I like. Okay, so this is what the market has presented to us based on historical data for the previous days, and currently we are on the 4 hour. So every candle here has the 4 hour mark here. That means that each candle has 4 hours to elapse. As we can see, this green candle that has started currently has 3 hours 52 minutes and some seconds to elapse. Then the next one will come. The same way we will scale down. So before we scale down, we have to identify the fact that we have we need to identify where the market is today based on our daily candle. We have a bullish bias. This is what we can say based on the daily candle. We have a bullish bias, and in as much as the candle that is currently playing on the daily is in the bearish state. So moving to the 1 hour candles or time frame, we will clearly see that this is what the market is presenting to us. We have some lows in here. We have low here. We have this low. We also have another low here. They all have significant effects on the market, and we have some fair values in there. Sorry, we have some big fair value gap in there, even in 1 hour, and we can also see some fair value gaps in here. And yeah, there is not a clear order here so far based on the 1 hour candle. So we'll always go down to see what market is offering in the interim. So currently on the 30 minutes, we can see how the candles are playing out. Currently, in as much as we have this long bearish candle, we are still having some pullbacks in there. Are we actually going to make the buys for today's trade, or are we going to dump the market? I mean, is the market going to dump for us to take that trade on the selling side? So let's go to 15 minutes, and 15 minutes we'll see what the market is doing. And here, I want us to understand something. We have a range here, and the market is actually what? Consolidating. Yes. So we have a range, which is telling us, look at how beautiful it is. It's just like a bullish flag. But we also need to break out. So I always say that before we break out, before we take a trade, we need to make sure the breakout is clear in the consolidated zone before we actually execute our trades. We don't just plot trades for the sake of plotting trades because we think we can predict the market anyhow and then make some good money. The market is going to slash you and take all that you have in store in your pocket, So I urge everyone to wait for some good confirmation on all the confluences based on your trading strategy before you actually execute trades. Okay, so I'm going to delete this, and I'm also going to delete this. We don't need them currently, so we can take them off. Now, let's see what the 5 minutes hold. Okay, so on the 5 minutes we have this fair value gap here that it is actually reacting to. But are we seeing we are clearly seeing some rejections in here. So is the market going to attack this fair value gap also, or is this bearish order block sign going to be a hurdle that will trigger down further downwards onto the market, or are we going to attack here, or this liquidity that we find ourselves having at the top of the 5 minutes candle? So 1 minute is also something that we can check out and see how it's playing about. Yeah, so currently there's still a consolidation in here. In as much as we are in the consolidated zone, there's still a consolidation also happening here. So let's go to the 15 minutes and plot our graphs to see how best we are going to be able to identify what the market structure is actually playing out for us. So as I said, we have some lows in here, and based on the lows, so this is one low, and this is also another low. So we have let's mark our zones. Actually, I've cleared the chart so that it becomes more clear for everyone to be able to understand what's actually going on. Yeah, so on here we are going to see that after marking our zones, we are going to determine where we'll be patient enough for the market to take us. We don't take the market wherever it needs to go. The market takes us where it wants to go. So bear in mind. Okay, so this is just by the way. Okay, so here we are going to mark a high and a low based on the consolidation movement. So we can say this, we stretch it all over to the end, not too much because this is the zone that it's actually playing about. We can also duplicate it and then see how best we'll be able to identify what the market is having for us today. Okay, so this is the current high, and then this is the current low that we have. In as much as we have this low, that we need to also respect that the market has for us. Yeah. So let me stretch it a bit. Sorry. The ruler came up. Okay. Let's select this tool before. Let's stretch it a bit, and then yeah, I just want to match it up, not anything fancy that we need to know, just to match it up. Okay, now this is our consolidated region. In here, we have we can say that sell side equity, and this is on the top side is our buy side equity. I'm shortening the liquidity, so anyone who has a question can actually ask. Okay, look into the comment section whatever you need to know, and let's see how great it's going to go for us. Okay, so in this zone, is the market actually going to continue downwards, or is it going to go up to seek some liquidity on the buy side? Now we have equal highs here, sorry, equal low. We have equal low. In as much as someone will say, why is it equal low? They are not equal, they are not on the same level, but it is also an equal low. So that's just by the way, equal low for the markets here. And based on this, we have fair value gaps in here, from which has been actually attacked small, not so much. So we have a bullish fair value gap. That's one, and we have another fair value gap to here from this zone. So which one is going to affect if it is going on the downside? So currently some of us are already in a trade, but I'm trying for us to understand that we have key levels that we need to respect and then be able to see how we use them. Okay, all right, so in back to the consolidated zone, which is here, that we have our buy side and then the sell side liquidity. What we can also identify is the fact that there's a bearish fair value gap here. So there's a bearish fair value gap here. The first one has been taken because the candle has actually broken upwards. So we have bearish fair value gap. Is it going to tap it and then come down to us or not? So is the market going to actually tap into the fair value gap and then reverse onto this fair value gap, or is the market going to attack this bearish order block? Now we have this bearish order block that also needs to be respected. Currently the market is doing a very good thing, trying to continue its range in consolidated zone. So back to the market, we have this fair value gap that we're able to identify. Is the market going to bounce back onto it, doing something like this, and then onto this place and doing this, or is it actually going to react here, rally a bit, and then go up? That is what we need to identify. Okay, but bear in mind the market is actually playing in its zone, this consolidated zone. So this is what the market is doing based on its median zone or consolidated zone. This is what it's doing. Let's get off. Let me do it again. So the market is this the structure we are going to have, or is this structure going to extend on this liquidity from the buy side? Is this what we are going to have based on this structure on the equal low? This is just a plot, not a trade that telling you I've already taken a trade. That you should know, but not based on this strategy. It was based on the same strategy, but I took it earlier on when the market was somewhere here. This equal low we have here, so still trade is running in for me. But to the people who are now joining, I want you to understand that this is not a predictive game. This is for us to understand how the market plays itself, and then we'll be able to be profitable one way or the other. Losses are always welcome here because I believe we are always learning in as much as we want to be successful. So always prepare your mind that losses are bound to happen in life, trading, in any aspect of our lives. Okay, so if this is our thing, when we see a consolidated zone like this and we have some equal highs, equal low, if it is on the top side, we can have that equal high, just like this, equal high, and then we short it. But one thing I want us to always keep in mind is that the risk to reward ratio is very, very important. So imagine we got this trade somewhere here. Let's not be perfect, and we push about 2.5, 1 is to 2.5 ratio. Let's see what we may be able to get. This is about 2.5. This is a test. Imagine this is what we are going to do. So let's see if we would have made profit or not. Currently, I believe the market is still in a consolidation state, finding its way out of that zone based on sentiments on the market or the analysis or how the market is playing out today. One thing we should know is that today there's a news also coming up from I think Michigan, yeah, consumer sentiment, and we need to respect that. It's going to come in a few minutes. I think about 20 minutes more. No, okay, about 35 minutes more is going to come through. So this is what the market is actually playing here, based on its bullish movement. As I said, I'm not going to talk throughout. I'll be pausing and then I'll come in to talk again. If anyone has anything in the comment section, push it through. Let us deal with whatever concerns that you have or whatever setups that you've set up for yourself on the market so that we'll be able to analyze it together and be able to trade together for success. All right, guys. Let's see what is happening in the 5 minutes time frame. Let's see how the market is playing based on this test setup. Is it actually going to rally a bit before attacking the 5 minutes fair value gap that we have here, or is it actually going to seek liquidity in the range of its consolidation? Let's see what the market is going to do. As I said in the comment section, as I said, put your comments in the comment section, and also let us know what we can help you with to analyze the moves together. Cheers. So based on this move, this is what the market is doing so far. This is the 5 minutes time frame. Let's go back to the 15 minutes time frame. Let's see what the market holds for us. As it is setting, or as the market is playing in its consolidated region, it is also creating some fair value gaps in between. So let us see how best the market is going to respect this fair value gap. So this is a bullish fair value gap. But this is live where we are learning. This is not predicting we feel now the market. So based on this candle, when it's dropping, then we will be closing the fair value gap that we've actually set. But as it goes, we leave it, or we maintain it, or we adjust it based on its movement. So let us all bear witness that we have this consolidated zone in here. Let me hide. This. Let me hide this, and also let me hide this, so that we have a clear chart and see what is actually going on. So sorry, the market is seeking liquidity currently on the 15-minute order block. Almost is this test setup going to get the success that it needs, or that we are expecting the market to give to us based on our setup, or are we going to actually fail? One thing that we should know is that we shouldn't over risk the capital that we have in our brokerage account. And I want you all to know that maximum, let us risk up to about 2 take profits or 2 take losses. That means that per a single trade you can take it twice maximum, so that you don't over leverage and then you lose your capital completely. Based on this 15-minute order block that we have here, we will note that we'll notice that the market reacted to it, the order block. That should tell you that the key regions or the confluences of the market, the price action respects it. So is it actually going to bounce back onto the fair value gap of the bullish side before it projects up, or is going to now fall drastically into these new fair value gaps that we have on the downside? we can see clearly that when the price action got to the bearish zone, which is this place, the bearish order block, there was a massive pullback. Tell you that other blocks, fair value gaps, are so powerful. So this is what the market is trying to tell us. So based on this trial setup, this is not a real setup, this is a trial setup. On the equal low through to the bearish order block. That is why most often than not, when you see barriers, you actually trade into the barrier. So someone may say, okay, then let me just trade up to the order block, which is this place, because there may be a very massive projection coming up, which you may not know. So most people trade bit by bit into order blocks, fair value gaps, and other point of interest that they see on the market. So let us not over risk. Let us be cautious on the market, how we take our trades, and even the risking part whereby we over leverage is what we need to also look out for, so that we can secure some capital in there and some profit when they come away. the market always has pullback. So it is not in a perfect move. Never in a perfect move. So let's see what happens. We are learning, bear that in mind, and I hope we will be successful. Let us all know that this is a live session and we are testing a strategy based on not necessarily a strategy, but we're picking up the low from this equal low and we are seeing how best is going to play out in the bullish structure based on the consolidated region that we find ourselves in, because that is what the market has presented to us. At the bearish order block, the market reacted, and this is what we have currently. So this is what the market is playing about in its own zone. Bear in mind, this is not a predictive game. This is for us to learn how trades are actually taken or should be taken. All right. So currently we have a candle which is going to elapse in the next 4 minutes. Let's see how it goes as we receive this news coming up. What's the market going to react to? Are we going to continue on the consolidation upward, or are we actually going to maintain downward pressure? What is the market telling us? Put in the comment section what you also think, and let's see how best we can analyze the setups together. So currently, as we can see, the market is still going up to seek liquidity upstairs. I'm using upstairs because, yes, of course, we are climbing a big ladder. The market is seeking liquidity up there, where the buy side liquidity is based on its consolidated move after the major pullback that happened at the effect of the bearish order block, which I made mention that order blocks, fair value gaps, and other confluences on the market are very much to be respected, because at the end of the day, they have effects that they have. There are effects that occurs when price action gets to these zones. So we need to respect them for some pullbacks. With this daily bias, we are in a bullish momentum, and clearly we are seeing that the market is still trying to take its high for the day. And let's see how it plays out. We are still in a consolidated region. We've not broken out yet, so there isn't any clear path to trade yet. So patience is always key. Cheers to greatness. I'm here with you guys. Trading is a game of patience, and we all need that. Currently, we've had some good streak, and then based on that bearish order block, we have the pullback, which is also consolidating a bit before finding its move. So, are we still in the bullish momentum or we are in the bearish momentum? Bear in mind, these are also forming their own double top based on the 5 minutes. We can see that we have some double tops in here, and of course we can see that we are still in the bullish momentum, but there's still pullbacks in there. That's how market is. Market will never give us a perfect structure, but it requires patience to be able to understand how the game of trading is dealt with. Yeah, so I urge you all to be patient enough to learn more from QuantCove and then give us the necessary accord to be able to help more for our trading success. Put every comment in the comment section. Anything that you want to know, even your setups, if you want us to analyze, let us share that and be able to drop it on here onto my screen so that we can all analyze and then see how best we can be profitable with these setups that you have. Also, if you are in line with whatever is happening, this is a test trade that we put. This is not a real trade. We're just actually testing the equal lows to see how best it's going to be based on this consolidating pattern that we have here. So yeah, let us know what you think and share, subscribe to QuantCove. Cheers. All right. Well, the market is playing out so well, and yeah, we can have some. Okay. This is another consolidated region that we are seeing here. But our target here, based on this trial setup, is actually for us to be able to beat this zone. In fact, this is the zone, this is the main zone, which is the bearish order block that we are trying to actually beat based on um, the daily bias that we have been bullish for today on the GBP USD pair. And as we started, we saw this consolidated move or the ranging period here. And we could see that before we take the major move, the market has to break on either side, either on the top side or on the downside. So currently, we are waiting for the market to make its move that we will be able to predict or match the market based on what is about to do next week, because today the market closes for forex and we all have to know that. And not just forex, it will close for stocks and commodity and other stuff, but crypto is still running. Crypto runs 24/7, so anyone who also needs crypto tutorial, I'm pretty sure one of these days we should do a crypto tutorial, look at how the market is and all that stuff. So eventually we will get there. But for now, lock in your comments and let's see how best we can help each other to trade and be successful. As we can see, the market is still trying our patience. Patience is key. I can imagine the roller coaster we've been having during this session. Let's stick glued to our seats and hope it goes in our favor. And there we go. This setup is a success. Congrats to everyone who may have traded, although we had this as a test setup. Yeah, I'm glad to see a roller coaster finally hit the roof of our consolidated period. That is a great move. This is a great move. I'm glad we are learning something here at QuantCove, and every trader who joins us, we hope that you make some good profit and some good success out of your trading journey. This is a good setup, and I am proud of you guys. Some may have already been in the trade way back, but if you joined mid-session, we were testing a strategy which is basically testing the equal lows here based on this consolidated period to see if it's actually going to go in our way after the pause of the market, which we had from the beginning, the daily bias of the market being bullish, and we made it based on this trade setup, hitting profit 100%. And we hope that the start of the market from Sunday evening into Monday morning should bring us super margins in the bullish market of the Great Britain pound USD pair. That is if it breaks, that is if the price action actually breaks above and retests the buy side liquidity, then possibly we may have another run throughout the Monday session, and then possibly into the Tuesday session. It's not guaranteed that when we break this consolidation period or zone into the upside, Monday, Tuesday is going to be a success onto the bullish side. But it is ideal that we should look at where the trend is going before we actually take the major move after this pause of the market. All that we can see is that there is a bullish flag somewhere. Look at it. We can all testify this is the stand of the flag, and this consolidated period is actually making a bullish flag. Yet this is the 15-minute time frame. When we try and then dive into the 4-hour, we are going to see that we still have some liquidity up here, which makes this place a zone of resistance, whereby it is possible that the market will go to that zone. Not predicting the market, but it is just possible. So we should look out for the breakout, the final breakout into this consolidated region for GBP USD. Yes, we are seeing some fair value gaps, which there may be a pullback onto the fair value gap before the major move above the consolidated period. So let's hope that this market prediction and setup that we have actually works out in our favor in the coming week. Have a wonderful weekend, and QuantCove will bring to you the weekend back testing, which we are going to analyze the full week trading setup and then be able to understand more of what is going to come up into the next week's trading session. I wish you all the best, and I urge you all to continue learning and follow QuantCove, subscribe to QuantCove, and all the best. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Make sure you share with your fellow peers, share it with them. Let them follow QuantCode. Let us all learn how to trade for financial freedom. See, one of the things that we need to understand is that this is for financial freedom and not to predict the market because we feel we know how to predict the market. No, it's basically to be able to understand how the market works. And yes, there will be setbacks. Of course, along the line there will be setbacks. So I wish you all the best, and see you tomorrow in the back testing session that we'll be having live. Cheers and have a nice weekend.